What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video in documenting my journey becoming a truck driver with Millis Transfer. I have some very exciting news to tell you today, but if you haven't watched any of my other videos, leading up to this point, go back, watch them, get caught up, and then watch this video. All right, for that exciting news, stand by. All right, so now that you're caught up on all my videos and where I am in the process, I wanted to reveal to you guys the exciting news that just happened. So, as you know from my other videos, this process has been going on for roughly 10 weeks. Three weeks of classroom, then a couple days of orientation, then went out with a driver trainer for 15,000 miles. Now that process took roughly 10 weeks or so. Now, I just hit my 15,000 miles, and guess what I get? I get my own truck. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. Number 7026, Millis Transfer. My own truck. So, give you a quick little walk around and give you a view as to what I'm looking at and what she looks like. All right, before going inside, I wanted to show you this side box here and what I have in it. This is extra windshield fluid, antifreeze, and engine oil that the company provides. My emergency triangles, wheel chock, tow bars, extra headlight, some PB blaster to loosen any nuts and bolts, fuel additive for cold weather, fueling gloves, push broom to clean out trailers. I got four straps for load securement, crowbar, mallet to break loose any ice, and then my my toolbox here, some extra glad hand seals, and also some spare windshield wipers here. So I don't have anything on the other side there because this is the driver's side. Obviously be getting out in and out this side every time. So that's it. Let's head on inside. That's where I keep my gloves, flashlight. I also have a headlamp here for when I'm securing loads at night. Makes it a lot easier to see inside the trailer because the trailers have no lights. So here it is, Kenworth T680. There's my view. There's the dash. Let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on, open the door so hopefully you can hear the engine. There we go. go. Alright, got all the lights turned off, everything's good. So you can see all the gauges there that come with it. Water gauge, oil pressure gauge, voltmeter, obviously the tachometer, fuel gauge, miles per hour, brake application. I'll go ahead and put the brake on all the way. And then my primary and secondary air tank gauges, and my def gauge. Over here we got oil temperature, turbo boost gauge, fuel filter, tells you how clean or dirty the fuel filter is, and then my suspension load gauge, which tells me how much weight is on the drive axles. All right, quickly go through some features here. This button here is what we call the shuttle lights. It's the lights on the back of the cab that will illuminate the working area so that you can see to hook up your glide hands and electrical lines on the nose of the trailer. This is the footwell light. It's a nice red glowing light that you can have on, and that is a service light check. If you turn that on, it'll cycle through your turn signals, four-ways, headlights, so you can walk around the truck and during your pre-trip and make sure that all the lights are properly working. Let's go over here. This little knob here that cycles through the computer and what you want to look at here. I always keep it on the speedometer, just because it makes it a lot easier than reading the dial. So that's just my personal preference. Come over here, traction control, hill start assist, spare tire release. These two are our Jake brakes, engine brakes. This is the on-off switch. That's on, that's off. Once it's on, this is the toggle switch between 2 cylinders, 4 cylinders, and all 6 cylinders. Obviously, 2 will just give you a little bit of Jake, 4 will give you more, and then 6 is the max. And let me tell you, those things really slow you down. Manual regen, I haven't had to use that yet. Coming over here, that is our airbag release. So when we're hooking and unhooking to trailers, when we pull away from the kingpin, we switch that up, and that lowers the airbags, which allows us to pull away from the trailer a lot easier. Then once we pull away, switch that back down, it refills the airbags so you're ready to back up underneath the next trailer. This is a locking differential, and then this is the release pin of the 5th wheel. It is an automatic release button here. So as long as the air brakes are set, you can flip that up. You have to hold it for 3 seconds. It'll count down for you, 3, 2, 1, and then the release handle on the 5th wheel will pop out, and then you can pull away from your trailer. So that's nice and convenient, but it's only for a certain time. If you don't pull away from your trailer within, I think it's like 5 seconds, it'll set the release pin again, so it's locked. So that way, if you pull out by accident, you're still hooked to the trailer. All right, obviously your trailer brake lines, your tractor air brake lines, and my trainer, really neat feature that he used. So he, at the end of my training, bought me one of these, which was super nice. So thank you, Chris, and his wife, Kirby. Thank you very much. This is an external keyboard, obviously, to go along with the Qualcomm. And it's simply used by just that USB receiver there. So I turn it on and I can type any messages or responses or whatever, and send it a lot easier and a lot quicker using this as opposed to the keyboard on the Qualcomm. So very handy feature to have there. This is an automated transmission. It's not an automatic. If you tell that to a semi-diesel mechanic, they'll probably yell at you if you call it an automatic. It is an automated, meaning when you're accelerating and slowing down, there's a computer that does the shifting for you, and it is an actual shift. You can hear the engine or the clutch engage, the engine slow down, and then it shift into the next gear for you. And then the same thing when slowing down. So it is an actual manual transmission, but the shifting is automated. Okay, very important difference between that and automatic. All right, come up here, hazard lights, headlights, parking lights, and then my marker lights. And then this is to turn on the bunk lights. If for whatever reason you need to turn those on from up here. Obviously the air conditioner and heater switches, a couple cup holders. All right, again, as I'm driving down the road, I have my phone mount, and right now my GPS is all the way over there. I don't prefer it over there, but I still have to find a long enough cord to have it reach over here. I prefer it in this corner, but as of right now it has to be there because the 12-volt connections are, there's one right here and there's one around the corner here. But as it sits right now, neither of them are blocking my my hood mirrors, so that's good. Okay, let's stand up here, show you some of the storage we have. Got my safety vest, all my paperwork, all my permit books. All right, have a little miscellaneous storage area here. Won't quite focus on it for some reason, but you can see in there just have some miscellaneous stuff. And there's a little cubby hole up here. That's our scanner. So when we're done with a load, we plug it into the Qualcomm and scan it to our home office up in Black River Falls, Wisconsin. This is where a CB would go. I'm opting out of getting a CB at this point. I'm going to save the, $300 or so right now, and just because there's no real need for it. Then another cubby hole, another storage up here. This is where all my manuals and DOT paperwork and all that stuff is up here. Okay. And then front curtains, if you want the curtain to go across the front here, so you just undo this. That comes halfway, and then undo that, and that comes the rest of the way, and they meet in the middle. Okay. Yeah. Take my boots off while we're in the living area here. Okay. So let's turn around here. I opened up the window shades to hopefully let as much light in as possible so you can see. All right, start up here. This is the top bunk. I have a little box of goodies, just some personal stuff, bags, This does raise up. If you don't want this, it will raise up and go flush against the back of the cab if you wanted more room down here. But I need the storage, so I have it down so I can put some stuff there. Okay, let's jump up here. Oh, this bunk has a reading light. It's very bright when it's at night. Some little storage compartments up here, as well as over here. Okay, drop back down here. Okay, let's go to this closet here. There's a nice mirror. Hook for, I don't know, maybe one hat or something. Let's see if I can get some light in here. All right, so we have a small clothes hanger bar. There's some storage on the sides. Here's my winter coat for now. And then a little storage bin down here. Okay. Let's drop down here to the refrigerator. Have this thing filled up pretty good. Sorry about the light, guys. It's not ideal right now. But there's the fridge. Have it filled with some goodies. And the freezer, which is very tiny. But I have a pre-seasoned pork log in there right now. So just close that. And then below there, we have a little storage drawer where you can keep canned goods or, you know, whatever you choose to use it for. Here's my crock pot. Gonna get a lot of use out of that thing. This little storage drawer here. Right now it's where I keep all my cooking stuff. A bowl and a plate, some slow cooker liners, and some utensils. Below that, right now I'm using it as a pseudo closed drawer, just for the time being. It may change in the future, but who knows? Get out of there. Okay. And here's our TV. It's 24 inches, LG TV, and we have DirecTV satellite. Not a whole lot of channels. You know, we don't get any local channels or anything, so that's kind of disappointing, but understandable because we're always on the move. But it's a nice feature to have. You know, when you're parked, you can. It even has a DVR where you can record stuff and watch it later. So I'm currently recording a bunch of these home improvements, so I have them to watch later. Love that show. And then my sleeping bunk here. Right now I just have a sleeping bag on there. My plans are to get a sheet set and then have it look like an actual bed, but these window blinds come down. There's another bunk light. And there's a heater AC vent there and there, and they work pretty well. And these speakers here, man, let me tell you, in my trainer's truck, I tried to listen to stuff while driving, and it wasn't very good speakers, but he must have had all the sound up front. But now, man, with those speakers back here, it almost sounds like has a subwoofer. I mean, the sound is awesome, actually. All right, so right above there is a little space for a microwave, so I'm going to be getting myself a microwave. With how the power works in these things, you can only get up to a 700 watt microwave typically, so that's probably what I'll get. So there you go, guys. I appreciate you following along my journey on becoming a truck driver with millis transfer. I made it. That's my own truck. So now I'm going to take some much needed time off, a few days, and spend it with family since I've been away for so long. So it's a couple weeks until Christmas, so I'm going to take a few days now and then a week for Christmas, and then come back and hit it hard. Ready for 2019. Get these wheels rolling, make some money. So stay tuned. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get some notifications when I post some new videos. I've been doing some review videos, so I have one posted. I'm about to drop another one, and I'm gonna have a couple more coming your way. So make sure you hit that notification bell and subscribe to get those to get that information. All right. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If not, make sure you subscribe so you get those next videos. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. See ya.
Like, subscribe, and get them notifications.